In this video, I'm going to give you 3 Neville Goddard techniques that you can use to manifest anything. Hello, my beautiful superheroes. Welcome back to my channel, the place where we make the impossible possible. If you're new here, hi. I'm Scarlett Grace, I'm a manifestation coach, and I help people break through their limitations and manifest their heart's desires. In this video, I want to give you 3 Neville Goddard techniques that you can use to manifest anything. These techniques cover anything from changing the past, to improving relationships with people, to manifesting material things, jobs, promotions, physical changes, for example, if you want to lose weight, or have clear skin or thicker hair. There is a technique for any desire that you have, and in this video, I'm going to give you 3 of my top favorite Neville Goddard manifestation techniques that you can use to make all your desires appear in your physical reality. Because the truth is that the whole of reality is mental. It gets created through your imagination. So you don't have to keep putting up with problems anymore or compromising because you feel you cannot change things. You have the power to create your dream life. And I want to give you the tools to start creating that perfect life today. But before we jump into this, if you want to learn how to manifest any desire fast with the law of assumption and Neville Goddard's teachings, then start now by hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss any video that could change your life. I also have several self-study courses to help you manifest, including a 21-day course on how to manifest your specific person. Coaching is currently closed, but it will be reopening in a few weeks, so if you want to be the first to know when that happens, I have a waitlist that you can sign up for. It's free, and you will find the link on the coaching page. The links for all the things I mentioned are in the description below. The first technique that I'm going to give you is a technique that you can use to manifest absolutely anything you want. Anything. You can use it to manifest a specific person. You can use it to manifest a promotion. You can use it to manifest a job. You can use it to manifest weight loss. You can use it to manifest physical changes of other kinds, like thicker hair or clear skin. You can use it to manifest money. You can use it to manifest a new car. Anything you can think of, you can use this method to manifest it. Here's what you need to do. I want you to relax. Take a few nice deep breaths, relax your body, breathe out all the stress, and when you feel relaxed, you do this, and you can do this with your eyes open or with your eyes closed, whatever helps you to focus more. I want you to imagine that you already have the thing that you want to manifest. So let's go with the example where you're manifesting a brand new car. If you know exactly the kind of car that you want, I want you to imagine that you already have it. Now, I don't want you to picture the car necessarily, but just tell yourself, I already have the car. It's already mine. I want you to feel what that feels, and what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that you are meeting with a friend or somebody who loves you. That can be one of your parents. It can be your best friend. It can be a neighbor. It can be more than one person too. I just want you to make sure that those are people that actually care about you. Like, don't do this with a coworker who you suspect may be jealous of you. Pick people in your life that you know that when you're happy, when something good happens to you, they are happy for you. And what I want you to do is imagine this person coming up to you and congratulating you for the thing you got, for the car, or telling you how amazing your new car is. What would they say? This is a person that you know really well. This is a friend or a relative. So you probably know what your best friend's reaction would be if you had just gotten your new car 2 weeks ago and they just found out about it. Or if you got your brand new car yesterday and you just told them today. What would their reaction be? What would be the words that they would use? Would they be excited? Would they use a specific phrase that they use when they're excited? I just want you to see that person in your mind's eye, see their expression of joy and excitement and happiness for you, and hear them either congratulate you or express their enthusiasm for that thing that is now yours. And this applies for any kind of desire. So let's say, for example, what you want is not a physical possession like a car. What you want is for your boyfriend to propose to you. What would your best friend's reaction be if you announced to her that your boyfriend just proposed last night? You know your best friend, you know how she reacts. So imagine that reaction. Imagine what she would say. Would she congratulate you? Would she do something specific like a little happy dance? You know this person. I just want you to realistically imagine this person congratulating you and being happy for you. And I want you to bask in those feelings like, I just got engaged and my best friend is so happy for me. And just feel those emotions, that happiness, that excitement, because you have the thing you want. It's real. People know about it. People are congratulating you for it. People are happy for you. Feel all those feelings and keep playing that scene in your mind over and over and over and over for as long as it makes you happy. And you do this every day. And one tip is you can do it as you fall asleep at night so that you can fall asleep with those beautiful feelings of everything is good and I'm happy and I'm excited and I have exactly what I want and everybody is happy for me. Fall asleep into these feelings and that can help your desire manifest even faster. But if you cannot do it as you fall asleep, you can do it at any time during the day where you want to feel happy or you have a few spare minutes to try this. Let's move on to the second Neville Goddard technique that I want to share with you today. Have you ever done something that you later regretted? You had one of those foot in the mouth moments and it's affecting your life now. Maybe you said something that you shouldn't have said, or maybe something embarrassing happened to you, or maybe something really didn't go the way you wanted it to and it broke your heart, and you're still feeling sad about it, or it's affecting what you feel you can do now. Maybe you had a failure, and because you had that failure, you're very afraid of trying again, of trying a new thing now. If you answered yes to any of those questions, this technique is the technique for you. This technique by Neville Goddard is called the revision technique, and it is used to change something that happened in the past. This is how you do it. First of all, you relax. Again, take a few nice deep breaths. Relax your body. And when you're ready, what I want you to do is, I want you to create a new memory, a new imaginal scene to replace the event that happened in the past. So let's go with the example of receiving bad news over the phone. Somebody calls you and tells you you didn't get the job. Okay, and that's your memory. You don't have to play out a huge memory. You just take a snapshot of what happened, which is the one that is affecting you negatively. In this case, it's just a short phone call where you're being told you didn't get the job. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to ask yourself, if I had a magic wand and I could change what happened, I could go back and change that, how would I have wanted things to play out instead? For example, in this case, if it were me, I would have wanted to receive a phone call telling me, congratulations, you got the job. So what you do is you create an imaginal scene, a mental visualization inside your own mind from a first-person point of view. So you're inside your body looking out of your own eyes. You're not watching this happen on a TV screen. You're inside the scene. If it helps you, imagine that you are an actor and you're shooting the scene right now. So you're the actor, you're inside your body interacting with your environment and with the people around you. That is what is called the first-person point of view. So you imagine this scene in your mind as if it's happening right now. The phone rings, you pick up the phone, and the person at the other end of the phone call says, congratulations, you're hired. And you feel the joy that you would feel if you actually just heard the news that you got hired. And you hear yourself reply what you would say to that person on the phone if they had just told you that you're hired. So it's a short scene, just a few seconds long. The phone rings, you pick up the phone, you learn that you're hired, you feel the joy, you reply, thank you, or whatever you would have said in that occasion. And that's your scene. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to keep playing that scene in your mind over and over and over. What we're doing here is we're burning the new memory into your subconscious mind. If you keep doing this, eventually your subconscious mind will decide that, hey, if you keep replaying this memory, that means that this is what truly happened. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between something that physically happened to you and something that you're just imagining very, very vividly. If you don't believe me, I want you right now to imagine very, very vividly that you cut a lemon in half and you smell the lemon and then you bite into the lemon and feel the sour juices on your tongue. And just by listening to this, I bet most of you already started salivating because this is your mouth's reaction to something sour. So by creating a new memory, especially a memory that contains a lot of emotion, and playing it over and over and over from a first-person point of view, as if it's happening to you right now, you replace the old memory with a new memory. Now, you may still have the memory of the original event, but if you don't pay attention to it, if you don't replay it in your mind, it will fade away and it will feel like something bad that didn't actually happen to you. It was a nightmare that you had 20 years ago. It's not important. It didn't truly happen in physical life because you remember what happened. The phone rang and you got the news that you were hired. And for example, if you're struggling to find a job right now and you were rejected many times in the past, you can use revision for each of those times you were rejected and make it so you are hired each time. That doesn't necessarily mean that all those jobs are suddenly going to call you back and offer you a job, even though this may happen. But what it does is it changes what happened in the past, and this changes your expectation of what is possible for you right now. If all those jobs wanted to hire you, that means that everybody wants to hire you, and that means that you are the kind of person that everybody wants to hire, and that means that you have no trouble finding the job of your dreams. The third Neville Goddard technique that I want to share with you today is a technique that is very, very handy when you're having a difficult relationship with somebody and you want to change things. And this can be with anybody. It can be a romantic relationship. It can be a relative or a family member who is being difficult. So maybe your husband, maybe your children, maybe your mom or your mother-in-law. It can be your boss. It can be anybody you have a difficult relationship with. Imagine somebody who is not appreciating you enough, or somebody who is very judgmental maybe, or somebody you keep arguing with. You can use this technique to completely change that, and you can also use it if you want something from a person that you have a difficult relationship with. For example, you want a raise or you want a promotion, but your boss hates you. With this technique, you can change your relationship with your boss, and your boss will give you what you want. This technique is called inner conversations, and here's how it works. Most of us tend to replay conversations that we had and arguments that we had with other people over and over in our minds. What you need to do to change your relationship with somebody or to get somebody to agree to give you what you want is exactly the same thing, only the content of those mental conversations needs to change. Let's say that you have a difficult relationship with your boss and that's why you feel you will never get a promotion. You have been passed up for promotions before, even though you work hard, just because your boss doesn't like you. What you do is, instead of replaying those conversations of all the difficult talks you had with your boss, or those snippets where your boss was judgmental towards you, or praising somebody else and never saying anything nice about you as if you're not there, you change all that and you imagine new conversations. You imagine nice conversations with this person that is being difficult as if they have already happened. So you tell yourself, my boss actually loves me. He praises me every single day. Just the other day, he was telling people blah, 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 like I'm the most valuable employee they have. You just imagine your boss praising you. You don't give any attention to all the previous times where your boss didn't praise you, where he praised everybody else but not you, where he completely ignored you, or all the ways and all the things that he said that made you feel that he thinks you're useless or anything like that he's not appreciating all the hard work you put into your job. You don't replay any of those. You create new conversations where your boss is being nice to you, where your boss is praising you, where your boss is saying nice things to you, where you asked for something like to leave a couple of hours early because you had an emergency, and he said, yes, take all the time you need, go home. You imagine those conversations and you tell yourself, I have a great relationship with my boss really appreciates me. You imagine him praising you, and that changes how your boss behaves towards you, because everybody in our reality is just a mirror of us. So if you imagine a person being difficult, they're going to continue being difficult. If you have the belief that this person doesn't appreciate me and doesn't value me, they're going to play that part and do everything in their power to show you that they do not appreciate you and they do not value you. But if you change how you see that person inside your head, if you change the mental conversations you're having with this person inside your own head without having to change anything in your physical reality, that person will start changing to match those conversations that you have with him or her inside your own head. Try these techniques and come back and let me know in the comments which technique was your favorite and what results you got. And if you haven't already, then subscribe and hit the bell icon because I put out new videos every Sunday to help you manifest an amazing life.